RWBY Combat Ready has 2 to 5 heroes teaming up to battle villains. This is based on the animated series and was provided to us by Arcane Wonders in exchange for an honest review. There's a lot to this game, so I'm skipping setup and just touching on a few components while explaining the general gameplay. I'm going to use the starting recommendation for fighting Roman Torchwick. In RWBY, you'll fight duels against a villain. One player is the active player and the others are sideline players. The active player focuses on damaging the villain. Those on the sideline help or deal with objectives. The objectives are pretty straightforward. Follow the setup and instructions and get the XP if you win. Sideline characters can also battle minions. If the active player didn't end the duel by using their ultimate, the remaining minions deal damage to the active player. One thing to note is the back of the minion cards show their possible health and damage, but not their actual numbers. I don't think I've seen something like this before. The active player will play a card, then the sideline players choose to target the enemies I mentioned earlier, or assist by using the bottom text of a card, or combo with the active player's attack. Once all allies have gone, play the top card from the villain deck. Let me show the cards quickly. The top left corner is the attack speed. If it's slower, they hit you, and if it's tied, nobody hits anyone. The cards have subtypes like melee and ranged, which some enemies are weak or strong against. If a card has an exclamation mark, it triggers immediately. Assist text is at the very bottom. If you can't assist but you don't want to target a minion, you can combo with the active player. Attach your card to theirs. The lowest speed rating in the combo is the one used in the battle, so choose wisely. Villains have different stances on the backs of their cards: aggressive, balanced, and subtle, which give you a hint about what could be coming up. The first two are straightforward. Subtle tends to be sneakier moves, like a status effect. These are your player boards. Give yourself 1 XP if you played an assist, hit an enemy, or successfully encountered a non-combat objective, bandit camps, for example. You also have a semblance token, which has an active and inactive side. To activate the special abilities shown on your board, flip your token. These will refresh at the start of a new duel, although one player has a different trigger. Aura is your health. Sideline characters can rest, allowing them to gain an aura and a card. Otherwise, aura is hard to get. The villain's Fury track will advance during each round. Your Fury track advances for each point of damage dealt to the villain. As you see, bonuses are earned as the track progresses. Ultimate and Bash are super attacks that end the duel for that side. After a duel, you may spend XP to upgrade cards from your hand to make your deck stronger. Upgraded base cards are removed from the game. Upgraded upgrade cards return to their deck, meaning you can purchase them again later. After that, the next player becomes the active hero. Continue until the villain or all characters are defeated. I know there's a lot to this game and I couldn't cover everything, but hopefully this gives you a basic idea. Play cards to either take out the villain or help your allies, improve your deck between rounds, and survive. That's RWBY Combat Ready. Including setup and takedown, plus the stuff between rounds, plan for RWBY Combat Ready to take around 90 to 120 minutes. Save this for weekends. 2 players might be able to play on a large coffee table, and 3 can get away with using a small to medium dining table. There's a lot of basic arithmetic and reading, at least grade 4 level. I'd say experienced 9-year-old gamers are the youngest fit for this one. In one game of RWBY Combat Ready, we had rotten luck in some ways, but good enough luck in others to survive, somehow, to the 4th of Adam Taurus's events. If we had a high aura, the bandit tokens provided health, but if we were desperate, nothing. If we had a great card, the White Fang minion was weak, but if we played a slower one, bad things happened to us. The same goes for Adam. It was fun in a lot of ways, but Let's move to the next section. RWBY Combat Ready is a highly tactical game where you'll adjust based on the upcoming card, the minions, your current aura, the enemy's health. Yeah, there's a ton to think about. Don't go into this expecting strategy. This isn't really a bad thing, but there is a lot of luck here. The active and sideline system is really cool. Do you assist or combo with the active player? How about clearing out minions? You can even rest to be more useful later. You're engaged even when it isn't your turn. You're thinking about how to use your cards, trying to predict what's coming up next, and trying to maximize your turns with your allies. Turns are super quick. The characters feel really different from one another. Weiss is a healer, while Yang wants to hit as hard as possible. This goes for the enemies as well. I like just how many objectives there are, and the way scenarios can be created, and the number of playable characters. There's a lot of gameplay in this box. I love how the minion card packs show a range, but you don't know exactly what you'll be facing. Sometimes you'll be like, no, I wasted a great card, or okay, at least we now know what we're up against. The rulebook is okay. There were times we had questions that weren't answered, although the Board Game Geek threads helped. I think the game needs a reference, especially if you haven't played in a while. On the other hand, the scenario book is awesome. You get some starting suggestions for objectives and setup for the 3 villains, rules for playing as the villain, 5-player co-op, player duels, starting with upgraded characters, variant rules. Yeah, it's really good. There's definitely a flow to this game, and things zip along quickly once you have a feel for the gameplay, but it takes way longer than it says on the box. I talked a bit about this in Family Facts, but I wanted to mention it again. I'd like to see it be about 30 minutes shorter, and we may start using one or more of the suggested variants all the time now. You add an additional objective per player, but the benefit of extra support and combos means this game is much better with more players. This game really needs at least 4 people. With 4 players, this is epic and exciting. With 3, we didn't know anything about RWBY before playing this, but that didn't keep us from having fun. Once I watched some episodes, I think it does a pretty good job. It's not an RPG or anything, so you're not going to get the personalities, but it mostly feels like the animated series. If you hate co-ops and games with luck, definitely skip this. There will be times that no matter what you do, you'll get torn apart because of the cards. If your gaming group has 4 to 5 people, you like tactical co-ops with tons of replayability, games with lots of luck, and enjoy card battling and hand management, I totally recommend RWBY.